welcome to Beauty Consultants.
Well, it's summertime, so a lot of you guys are looking for internships and jobs and going on job interviews and such. So we're going to show you how to look and what to wear on your job interview.
Hi everyone, Noa Bolozky back again, makeup artist for film and TV, and I'm here today to show you how to get great makeup for a job interview. So the first thing you're going to want is great clean skin that's properly prepped. We're going to start with some Clarins Hydro Quench. This is a sunscreen lotion, and apply all over the face. For a job interview, you don't want your makeup to define you, and you certainly don't want your makeup to be the first thing that's noticeable, but what you want is something clean and professional and somewhat classic. What we're going to do is we're going to create a beautiful canvas with a little Makeup Forever high definition foundation. This mimics natural skin. It's going to give you a very polished, finished look. Now that we've got our base on, which we've buffed with a brush, we're going to use a little concealer. Now I'm using a palette that has a number of colors because sometimes you want something that has a different undertone under the eye than for little blemishes. And again, you want a really beautiful, smooth, finished surface. Interview makeup should be very, very clean and very polished. Applied concealer under the eyes and little areas around the nose and chin, just anything to get rid of a tiny blemish. And now we're going to set everything with some loose powder. I'm going to be using Makeup Forever's loose powder. And we're just doing a very light dusting to set our makeup. Now we're going to add a little bit of blush, and I always like to do something with a couple different tones to warm up the skin. Again, you don't want something that's too bright or too overwhelming because you don't want it distracting from your interview. So we're going to start with a lighter shade, and then we're going to blend it in and see if we need a little more pop. One of the most important steps towards groomed professional makeup is groomed professional brows. She's already got a great eyebrow shape. We're just going to enhance it a little with a natural pencil. This one is from Krylon. It's called the Face Liner, and this is actually kind of a water-resistant pencil. So this is great because you might get a little sweaty or a little hot on an interview, so anything waxy and pencil like you're using should be somewhat waterproof just to, deter any smudging. So we're onto our eyes, and we want something that's clean, natural, lovely, and kind of classic. Nothing says a classic eye like soft shades of neutral taupes and browns. They work whether your eye is brown, green, or blue. There's really nothing about them that isn't enhancing to pretty much any eye color. We're going to go with something that's simple and sophisticated. This is a NARS duo called Key Largo. It's a personal favorite. And it's got a great neutral, light peachy highlighter followed by a very soft coppery color. So there's a matte and there's a shimmer, and these are designed to give you both depth and highlight. What we're going to do is we're going to take just a very soft, loose brush. We're going to dip it into our peach sort of neutralizer, and we're going to run this all over the lid to help lift and brighten, and to give something that looks like a natural skin shade. Because again, for an interview, you don't want makeup that screams makeup, you just want beautiful skin and a great complexion. Our next step is to utilize the shimmer color. Now you don't want anything with a lot of glitter or big pigments because again, it's distracting, but these are milled beautifully. They just have a little bit of shine, so they're going to bounce and reflect a little light off the lid, and we're going to load up a flat brush. We're going to take our coppery side, and we're just going to blend it right over the eyeball area. So directly above the lid and over the lid, right into the crease. We're just going to move in circular motions until the two colors blend right into one another. We're going to run the same color underneath the lash line. For this look, we just want to soften everything a little bit more. So we're actually going to go for almost like a black-brown pencil. This is Berry Treasure from MAC. It's a PowerPoint, which means it's between water-resistant and waterproof, and that's something you really want because, again, you don't want any sweating or moving of the makeup during interviews. Okay, and we're moving on to mascara, one of my favorite products. Ordinarily, I love glosses and stains, but for an interview, a traditional lipstick is probably the best because it's not going to move and it's not going to be too overwhelming. And now we're filling in with our lipstick. This is Becca's Vendela. And there you are, professional interview-ready makeup.
So on your job interview, of course, the number one thing is to have an awesome resume, but they already saw that. So that's why they're calling you in for the interview. So once you're in the door, you want to look like you belong. You want to look like you belong in the environment. And I'm sure you are interviewing at some really established offices and places around town. So you need to be well groomed. And one of the products that we found is a hair product that will not only style your hair, but it will also protect it from
UV rays,
yes.
And from blow drying, the heat from the blow dryers. And it also will help preserve all those highlights or color hair if you color your hair.
Right, so this is a great product to use on your job interview, and make sure you have amazing, well-kept hair and that your clothes is well-pressed, so that the employer will look at you and be like, okay, that's the person I want. And that's what we're aiming for, okay? Thank you so much for watching.
Oh, and I forgot to tell you, this is only about $28.
Oh, so it's inexpensive. See, you can afford it too. Thank you so much for watching.
Bye-bye.
Bye.